Hello, welcome to my first TCG video. Today I'm going to show you a new deck. It's Keldeo V, and that's the main attacker in this deck. I know a lot of people like to play Lapras V Max because it does extra damage, I think it is. But I like to play Keldeo because it's a basic and it's a two prize attacker. So you're able to play more Keldeos than you are with Laprases. Mittens, I'm not filming you. You already had your films. Anyways, but yeah, Keldeo's a two prize attacker. When you knock out this Pokemon, when a Pokemon V is knocked out, your opponent takes 2 prize cards. So yeah, you get to play more of that. This is still a deck in testing. I might rearrange a deck list later. I added Zacian V in, and you might be wondering, it's not a steel deck, because as you can see, there's only water energies. As you may be wondering, why do I play Zacian when in a water deck when I have no steel energies and I can't use this attack without you having steel energies? Well, I don't know if you could read it. Screen's kind of blurry. But I'll read it to you. Its ability says, once during your turn, look at the top 3 cards of your deck and attach any number of steel energies you find there to this Pokemon, but we are not using it for that particular effect. We're using it for put the other cards into your hand. Then put the other cards in your hand. So basically, you get to draw 3 cards per turn. With the downside, it says if you use this ability, your turn ends. So we're not using it for attack. We're using it for its ability, Interrupted Sword, to basically draw 3 cards if we can't attack during our first turn. We have Drachis, as it is crucially important in here. Of course, we have the escape words for that too. The Drachis are there for the starting Pokemon, because Frostmoth can only attach to the bench. So it's always good to have Drachis in the active to start out with. Because it says, once during your turn, if this Pokemon is your active Pokemon, you may look at the top 5 cards of your deck, reveal a trainer card you find there, put it into your hand, then shuffle the other cards back into your deck. This Pokemon is now asleep. As escape board, retreat cost of this Pokemon card is attached to 1 colorless less. It can retreat even if it's asleep or paralyzed, and Jirachi Stellar Wish only has a retreat cost of 1. We have the Frostmoth and Snom, because Snom evolves into Frostmoth. It's Frostmoth's Ice Stance is as often as you like during your turn, you may attach a water energy from your hand to one of your benched water Pokemon. So, as I said, we usually would have Jirachi as active, not for attack. Once again, just as support. And we have Secret Sword, which will do 30 damage for each water energy. As you know, we have 19 freaking water energies, so getting water energy isn't a problem. But I mean, spamming water energy is gonna be hard. to deal enough damage for a knockout. So if your Keldeo gets knocked out and you have water energy attached to him, we have energy retrieval, which will allow you to put up to 2 basic energy cards from your discard pile to your hand. If you don't have any water energy in hand, you can always get more by using Energy Spinner. If you don't have any basic Pokemon in your hand, you can get Quick Ball. And let me explain what those two do really quick. Energy Spinner, search your deck for a basic energy card. Reveal it, put it in your hand. If you go second, and it's your first turn, search your deck for up to 3 basic Pokemon, and then shuffle your deck. So, 3... Yeah, so if you go second, which in Sword and Shield you're most definitely gonna want to do, and especially in this deck, you're gonna try to want to go as second as often as possible, because in Sword and Shield there's a new rule, and it states that you can only play supporters on your second turn. So if you play supporter, and the Energy Spinner, it'll be good. And Quick Ball, you can only play this card if you discard another card. Search your deck for a basic Pokemon, put it in your hand, and then shuffle your deck. It's pretty okay and pretty great. There are a few cards better than it, but not in a standard deck. And this is a standard deck that we're playing, so we are only able to use Quick Ball. Professor's research, I just realized I might add in 2 more Cynthias and take out 2 more energies, because we're missing Cynthias, and those are important to the deck. Professor's research, discard your hand and draw 7 cards. It's a really great draw support, probably one of the best there is. It's basically Professor Sycamore, except not Professor Sycamore, named Professor Sycamore, so you can play it along with Professor Sycamore if you want. And in order to get the Frostmoth, since this only search out basic Pokemon, we have Evolution Incense, which says search your deck for an evolution Pokemon, reveal it, put it in your hand, and then shuffle your deck. Now, with constantly drawing energies, drawing cards with Professor's research,
time for bed, Sterling. Take your night meds, and don't forget Mom loves you.
And Fione, you're probably gonna draw a lot of cards out of your deck. So we have Fione, which is a win-win card. Once during your turn, if this Pokemon is on your bench, you may have your opponent switch their active Pokemon with one of their bench Pokemon. If you do, discard all cards attached to this Pokemon and put it at the bottom of your deck. So if you are close to decking out, or you're decking out, you can use Fione's ability and constantly put it... If you have no cards in your deck, you can constantly put Fione back into your deck and then draw it the next turn, use its ability and put it back into your deck. So basically, as long as your opponent has a bench Pokemon, and you can switch it out, and Fione's in your hand or deck, you can't really deck out. So it prevents you from decking out, basically allowing Professor's research and Cynthia, which I gotta add more into, to basically draw support. You can draw as many cards, as long as you know Fione's in your deck or hand, or your bench, whatever. Not in your prize cards, because that would be bad. You can do as many draws as you want, and you can basically use your deck as your hand. Cynthia will also be good for adding cards in your deck, but I don't know if you'd want to do that when you got Fione. If Fione gets knocked out and ends up in your discard pile, well, that's a big oof. So, you don't want Fione in your prize cards, and you don't want Fione in your discard pile, because if it's either in your prize cards or your discard pile, you want to lay low on Professor's Research and Cynthia until you can get it, because you don't want to deck out too fast. Anyways, that would be it for this video. Thank you for your time. This is a Keldeo V video, and the reason why I decided to build this deck is because everyone else is building Lapras V, and I wanted to show why Keldeo is good. I mean, it's not probably better than Lapras, probably equivalent, I don't know. I'm gonna test it out in tournaments, and I might do another video updating you on how it did. Thank you for your time, and see you later.